Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Spice and Easy Kitchen. I hope you are always doing well, and today's recipe is a Kefta Tagine. That is delicious, wonderful, and budget-friendly because we are going to make it with kefta, made with turkey, but it has an amazing flavor. I have here 300 grams of chicken breast that I washed with salt, lemon, and ginger. It is important to wash it and leave it to soak for half an hour, then wash it again to remove the marinade we prepared for it. That's it, and we leave it until it dries. I have here half a small onion that I grated and squeezed out the water, leaving only the pulp like this. I have here 2 tablespoons of parsley, and I have here 2 cloves of garlic. I have more here, but I will only take 2 cloves and leave the rest to make the sauce. And for the spices, I have here 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of cumin, and half a teaspoon of thyme or Italian herbs, whichever you have available, and the salt is always according to taste. And I have here 1 tablespoon of breadcrumbs, meaning toasted and ground bread. Now let's move on to the method. I am going to take the food processor and put these pieces of turkey breast in it. As for turkey breast, I always choose the breast of the turkey. It is tender and very tasty. I am going to add this onion, this half small onion with the water squeezed out, 2 tablespoons of parsley, 1 or 2 cloves of garlic. That's it. And I am going to add the spices I mentioned and grind this kefta and come back to you. After grinding the kefta, I am going to add this tablespoon, a large tablespoon of breadcrumbs or toasted and ground bread. Now I am going to mix these breadcrumbs into it and leave it to rest for about 10 minutes. I will put it in the refrigerator to rest for about 10 minutes and come back to you. After leaving the kefta for 10 minutes, I am now going to take it like this and start forming balls. That's it. I flatten it like this. I have here some cheese. If you have cheese that has not been grated yet, cut it into small cubes. Now I am going to add it like this. Like this. For the cheese, we can use mozzarella, or rather, any cheese that melts. Like this, we try to seal it well so that it does not come out. Now I am just going to add a little like this. That's it. I will continue in the same way until I finish everything I have and come back to you. My little balls are finished, and it is important to seal them well so that the cheese does not come out when we brown them. Now we are going to continue with the rest of the preparation. I used this tagine or whichever tagine you have available. This is a tagine-shaped pot, and I added 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now I am going to place these little balls in it. That's it. I left them like this and lowered the heat a little so they would not burn. I just need to brown them slightly. That's it. I am going to keep turning them like this. Like this. That's it. I am going to brown them on both sides just a little, not too much, just until they take on some color, and I will come back to you. That's it. They are lightly browned on both sides, like this, so we should not overcook them. That's it. I am going to place them in a dish like this. In the same pan, I'm going to add half an onion like this. I cut it thinly like this. Half a bell pepper, either red or green, whichever you have available. That's it. I am going to salt this. I am going to salt this onion and bell pepper. I add this clove of grated garlic as I told you. For the bell pepper, I used only half a bell pepper, and for the onion, I also used half an onion, chopped. I have here 1 or 2 large tomatoes that are grated, or peeled and grated if you prefer this method. I add here 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. For the spices, I have here half a teaspoon of red pepper, and I have black pepper, which is always according to taste, but add about half a teaspoon full, and the salt is always according to taste. I am going to reduce the salt a little. That's it, and I am going to add these spices. That's it, and I am going to let these tomatoes and this onion soak like this for 8 minutes, like this. After these tomatoes have sautéed for 8 minutes, that's it. I am going to stir them like this and arrange the kefta. That's it. I am going to cover my pot like this, or rather the tagine. I will leave it for about 10 minutes like this, with the heat kept low. That's it, and I will come back to you. Our tagine is cooked. It took between 10 and 12 minutes, depending on the amount of sauce, so the sauce can reduce like this. I am going to garnish it with a little parsley. I am going to add a little cheese. This is optional and not necessary, but it gives it a nice appearance and also adds flavor. That's it. I am going to cover it just until the cheese melts, then I will turn off the heat. That's it. The cheese has melted. Now I am going to turn off the heat, and I will meet you with the final presentation. And this is the final presentation of our tagine, which looks like this. I am going to lift one for you like this. You can see our cheese inside. Look at how it turned out. This tagine really turns out wonderful. Just give it a try. I hope you enjoy today's recipe, and please do not forget to give me, my dear viewers, a like and subscribe and press the bell button so you always receive new recipes, and see you in the next video.